Hey everybody, Scott Stoltz here. How are you? Thank you as always for tuning in to one of my Teaching to Lead videos. I appreciate it. And today I want to talk a little bit about personal touch and personal touch over the internet, over technology. And I sent out some emails, some cold emails on LinkedIn. I try not to do that too often. And I just recently did it to about 10 people who I was asking if they can point me in the direction of somebody in their organization. So I knew it was a crapshoot. I may get 2 or 3 responses. And I really try to stay away from cold emails, but I thought I'd give it a shot. I wanted to see if I can get pointed in the right direction talking to somebody. And I laid out the topic and what I wanted to ask some questions about. And so about a day after I sent those emails out, I got a response. One of the responses said, "Thank you for reaching out, but I'm not interested." And when I got that response, I was confused or perplexed a little bit. At first, I was like, well, I'm not interested. That doesn't fit with the email that I sent. I sent an email introducing myself and asking, hey, if you don't mind, could you point me in the right direction of somebody in your organization that I could speak with about such and such a topic? I laid the topic out. And getting this email back that said, I'm not interested, I just was confused by that. And so anyway, I moved on, and the next day I got another one. And same exact email. Thank you for reaching out, but I'm not interested. So then it clicked with me. I'm like, okay, LinkedIn has added a new feature where you can auto respond to people's emails. If you don't want to talk to them or you just want to ignore it, there's an auto response option. You can just say, hey, thanks for reaching out, but I'm not interested. And I thought about that. I'm like, okay, this is one of those examples. And listen, I appreciate technology. Sorry, I got bugs all over and bees flying around me. I appreciate technology. It makes life more convenient for us, more expedient, and it's really a big help. We hear it all the time. You know, technology is our friend. It's a great tool. But sometimes we lean on technology too much. Sometimes we let technology do the work for us that we should be doing. And an auto response that says, I'm not interested, regardless of the context of the email it's responding to, it pulls away that human connection. Now, I'm not saying two things. Number one, I am completely sensitive to people's time. It's why I try not to cold email too much. I don't expect to get responses to everyone I send out, and I know people are extremely busy. I'm busy myself. I have to filter out a lot of stuff that I get. But what I think we should be careful, and I also know that, you know, sometimes people feel they're doing a good thing by even sending an auto response. But I think we need to put in the thought and the effort, and I call it emotional labor, to say, is this really the best thing that we can do? Is this the kind of response that we should send in the moment? Or would I be better off just taking an extra 20 seconds and typing out my own response? It could just be, hey, thanks for reaching out. I'm really busy at the moment. I'm sorry I can't help you at this time, but good luck in your future endeavors. And that way, I mean, I would at least know it was a nice personal touch email, and as opposed to getting what clearly is an auto response. And, you know, it doesn't make anybody who sends auto responses bad people. In fact, there's a lot of recommendations and advice out there these days of how to better manage your email and set up auto responses that let people know you're only available at this time, or, you know, you'll get back to them at a certain period. And that's fine. That's good. But that could be very helpful. But I would say, or I would argue, that when you are choosing to consciously respond to somebody who reached out to you, to do it in a more thoughtful, deliberate, intentional way where there's a clear message, where you've sent your own personal message, even if it's very short, you're almost better off not responding at all than sending an auto response. So again, technology is our friend. It's great that we can order items and food and have it in our hands the very next day or that night. It's great that we can find dates online and have a date lined up in 2 hours by swiping our phone. It's great that we can set up trips halfway around the world on our phone in a matter of 10 minutes. That kind of technology, or that use of technology, is awesome. But we also have to think about, when we're dealing directly with people, how are we responding to them, and what kind of message are we sending? And is that the way we want to connect with people? And just food for thought, and give it some thought. And if you're familiar with that LinkedIn response, next time you go to use it, if you were to use it or choose to use it, just, you know, think about, hey, I could do this, which is quick and easy, or I can send or take an extra 20 seconds and send something that I devised or came up myself and said, hey, thanks for reaching out to me, but I'm busy, and you know, good luck with your work. Thanks as always for listening. I appreciate it. You can find me as always at scottstoltz.com, as well as on Facebook at Teaching to Lead. And just a reminder, I am now on Instagram and Twitter at the Scott Stoltz. Again, that's at the Scott Stoltz. You can actually find me at those places now too. So thanks as always. I'm open to feedback. If you have any thoughts on this or any other video or topic that I cover, please feel free, write me, call me, email me, share me with me anytime. And I promise I will not respond. I'm not interested.